This is a trial called as a Danish osteoporosis trial, which came recently in 2012, published in BMJ. And in this trial, there has been benefits by using hormone replacement therapy. Women who start estrogen and progesterone closer to menopause tend to have a decreased coronary artery disease. To talk to you about the hormone replacement therapy. Is there any role of this therapy in prevention of coronary artery disease? We all have been listening about the protective effects of the estrogen, and we have all known all over the years that estrogen projects the heart, reduces atherosclerosis by favorable effects on lipids, reducing platelet aggregation, inhibiting LDL oxidation, and promoting coronary vasodilation. However, we all know that menopause causes an increase in coronary artery disease, and as soon as there is a menopause, the risk of coronary artery disease increases many times. And if there is a early menopause, you see that there is exponential increase in the number of cardiac attacks. The incidence of coronary artery diseases starts increasing in postmenopausal period because of various factors, adverse effects on the lipids. There is increase in the incidence of hypertension. There is increased diabetes, increase in the metabolic syndrome. The obesity increases. There is change in the BMI, and there is an overall decline in the physical activity of the woman. And this leads to an increase in coronary artery disease. Whether hormone replacement therapy can be of help, can it reduce coronary artery disease? And there have been a couple of trials. There has been trials which are observational data, and the observational data in early 80s and 90s told that there is a marked reduction in coronary heart disease and total mortality by using the hormonal therapy. Also, there are some imaging trials, and imaging trial as late as 2017, which says that there is a decrease in coronary calcium and decrease in mortality if you use CRT, and also trials using carotid intimal medial thickness which have shown favorable effect. However, the primary prevention and secondary prevention trials, and the two trials which you must have heard over the years, one is the Women Health Initiative study, the primary prevention trial, and the HERS trial, the secondary prevention trial. These two trials came in 90s, and actually I can finish my talk by telling that these both trials were negative, and there is no role of using hormone replacement therapy for primary and secondary prevention of coronary artery disease. I won't be wrong, but let's see these trials and what has been the data which has been available to us subsequently. This was the Women Health Initiative trial in over 16,000 women who were not having vasomotor symptoms. They were in the age group of 50 to 79. There was use of estrogen and progesterone, and the follow-up was intended for 8.5 years, but the trial was prematurely terminated. The endpoint was non-fatal MI or coronary artery disease. And the trial was prematurely terminated because the overall health risk exceeded the benefits. There was increased in the risk per 10,000 persons. There were more CHD, more stroke, more pulmonary embolism, increase in breast CA, and there was no reduction in all-cause mortality. And this trial almost closed that therapy should not be initiated or continued for primary prevention. And this trial was published in JAMA and also in New England Journal of Medicine in 2002. Now let's look at what has come out in 10 years following the publication of this study. Now, when there was a comparison between the observational cohort and the randomized control trial, there were certain differences. The age group which was in the observational cohort was a comparatively younger woman. In the randomized control trial, there were over 90% were above the age of 55. The time period from menopause was early in observational cohort, and it was longer, more than 10 years or 13 to 23 years. The randomized control group persons were little obese, menopausal symptoms exceeded. And look at the difference. Whereas in the observational cohort, there was a decrease in coronary artery disease, there was increase in coronary artery disease in the randomized control trial. So there is something being missed somewhere. Now, when we look at this number of years following menopause and the patients which have been enrolled, if we look at the data of the trial has been generalized, but if we look at almost 70% of the patients have been those which had the menopause, which are 10 to 15 years and more than 15 years after menopause. And as we all know, atherosclerosis is a slow growing process, and possibly these women were those where there was more atherosclerosis, and which biased the results. A hypothesis was generated called as a timing hypothesis, and that said that if the use is across the ages, there is no benefit. If it is within 10 years, you are reducing the CHD risk. Whereas if it is 10 years post-menopause, then you are increasing the risk. And if the period is more than 20 years, you are further increasing the risk. And this was the HERS trial for the secondary prevention. And in this, there were patients which were around 2,700. And this trial also was a negative trial. There was no reduction in the events. And HERS-2 trial also, there was no reduction in the trials. So almost when these two trials came, the use of hormone replacement therapy went down for all types of indications, whether it was OB/GYN indication or any other indication. Now this is a trial called as a Danish osteoporosis trial, which came recently in 2012, published in BMJ. And in this trial, there has been benefits by using hormone replacement therapy. There has been reduction in the primary composite endpoints without any increase in the CA, without any increase in breast CA, without any increase in DVT. So this trial, which has been comparatively recent in over 1,000 patients, is positive. And this is a meta-analysis of Cochrane review of all the trials, and which says that if HRT is used within first 10 years of menopause, there are benefits. There is reduction in CHD, reduction in all-cause mortality, some increase in VTE, whereas if you are using it beyond 10 years, and if you are applying the data to all ages, then there are no benefits. So there has been a lot of controversies, particularly in the last 1 or 2 years, and the controversy has been raised by none other than the person who was author of the WHI trial, one of the investigators. And two questions. There was a premature termination citing increase in breast CA, which was possibly not statistically significant. And the fallout talked in the media is that there possibly many patients have died because of the hip fractures, because of thinking that hormone replacement therapy is not good. There has been no increased breast CA when you analyze the data, and women who start estrogen and progesterone closer to menopause tend to have a decreased coronary artery disease. So the information which I've tried to give can be utilized when we are asked to opine on certain patients, whether this patient can receive a hormone replacement therapy or not, say for osteoporosis or for vasomotor symptoms. As far as for prevention of primary and secondary, the answer is no. Whether it should be used for other indication, I think it has to be individualized. Thank you very much.
Insights from the world's best medical minds. You are watching therightdoctors.com.